个会。
Hey, hello everyone. I'm Sam from Polyhedra, and I'm here with my good friend and co-founder of Polyhedra, TC. How we doing, TC?
It's good. Hi, Sam.
Yes. I'm good, man. I'm doing well. And welcome to the Polyhedra Show, guys. We missed last week, but we're back with some new questions from the community. All right, the first one is from ZK Shadow for UTC.
Hmm.
What key factors led Polyhedra to build a purpose-specific chain like EXP chain rather than leverage existing blockchain ecosystems?
Well, I think it's more about cost. Current blockchains they don't support ZK native opcodes, and it's causing huge gas cost in when we operate in the ZK bridge, and we find that it's really painful. So that's why we try to build one.
Nice. Right on. Leo Ton, Okash is being framed not just as payments, but as a base for AI-driven financial behavior. Do you see a future where AI agents control budgets and spending rules and humans just supervise?
Well, it's being, I mean, AI, AI is, I think it's much more uh, smarter than human in this financial stuff. And AI agents should control all the budgets, and humans should not supervise, in my
I
mind.
love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I mean that's funny. So you think it's a bigger chance of humans making mistake, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, one for me, JN 66. Looking back at 2025, what were the toughest marketing hurdles Polyhedra encountered, and how are those experiences influencing your strategy for 2026? Um, I mean, I think the toughest thing in general is lack of liquidity and trust in crypto, and like blockchain based infrastructure being looped into like things like meme coins. It's yeah, it's tricky because if you look at AI on a mainstream level, AI is a technology that's solving a lot of problems. Blockchain actually is also, you know, and crypto is a great technology that's solving problems. But because one is related to, say, people winning or losing money, almost like a casino, um, it takes out some legitimacy from projects like Polyhedra that are trying to actually build, you know, really transformational tools. I think that's my toughest hurdle is like, how do we articulate that we're not like, where how do we differentiate ourselves to for people to take us seriously, basically. So that's my answer. All right. Uh Antonia 8622. Um which project, I think you've answered this already, but which project is the team most focused on right now, TC?
Hello. Yeah, I think it's Okash right now, and we're trying to do some new things, but it depends on the progress. It really
Okay,
depends on the progress. Yeah.
great. Novik to Star asks, from a long-term perspective, in what ways could Okash reshape how organizations handle payroll, partner disbursements, and treasury management at scale?
I think so. With smart contract and the OCash stuff, we think that payment should be automatically it will be automatically handled uh, with auditability. And so basically, you can address people can address such problems like you will no longer get a delayed payment, and that's the most important one. And everything will be auditable. So basically, you will get the money amount right. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. And then we've got from Syra Run, how does Okash balance the need for transaction privacy with requirement for transparency and auditability within organizations?
Just stuff. We have no other ideas, but people can audit the code, and you will see that okay, everything is working as expected.
Great. So Jude Marcus, what's the plan for Okash to support autonomous AI-driven capital flows? Will agents interact directly with shielded addresses or through temporary relay points? It's a good question.
Yeah, it's good. So basically, you don't need to do too much. You just publish your skill, your maybe your API endpoint, and AI can handle everything else. You don't need to build too much.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. So that's the future, right? We're just going to have all these different agents that do things like this much more efficiently than humans operating it, right? Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. All right, on to the next one. What's the most annoying thing you've had to pay for lately, and where you wish you could have used Okash and be done with it? That's from OX Midara. Do you have anything that you wish you could have paid for using Okash?
Yeah, I do have. I travel a lot, and I do have multiple different accounts in different countries, right? That's very painful. I have on-chain money too, so it's very painful to convert between all of these stuffs. They will basically you will need to pay a fee, maybe 1%. That's and if you convert the multiple times, you will be multiple 1%. That's very painful, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're so right, and it's really frustrating for me. Those scenarios too, having to move money between currencies and bank accounts and whatnot. Do you see a time? Do you see a time in your mind? This is just a question from me that that traditional banking will offer kind of stablecoin rails, so we don't need to worry about this type of stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, we talk with banks in Singapore. They are trying to do similar stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if the banks install it and then just charge out more fees on top, though. So it's like I was reading a thesis from an investor in Palm Beach around narrow banks and how narrow banks are really just banks where people, store their money and the banks can't actually, trade on that money and pay back small dividends to the user. And they've been shut down multiple times over the years. But now with stable coins, it's almost putting the power back into the consumer. So we'll see, man. Interesting time. All right. Hey, Sam, as Okash moves towards smart stablecoin rails, do you think businesses will be able to set spending guardrails that automatically block transactions if an AI agent deviates from its verified logic? I think this is more of a question for you, TC. As I'll repeat it, as Okash moves towards smart stablecoin rails, do you think businesses will be able to get set spending guardrails that automatically block transactions if an AI agent deviates from its verified logic?
I think we should be able to do that, but it's very limited sense. So if AI agent is not smart enough and they deviate a lot in different edge cases, such guardrail will not work in every single edge case. But we will expect AI agents become more and more smart. So,
Yeah.
I think AI agent will not deviate from the verified logic in the future.
Okay. No, makes sense. This is from Melissa OM. Did you use Okash for your last private purchase?
I didn't.
No, either. But have you used Okash to send money to people,
Yes.
TC? Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah, so have I. All right, B Muppy. With proof of intelligence now live, will Okash allow AI agents to prove their credit worthiness for loans without exposing their proprietary trading algorithms?
Yeah. I think that's doable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's doable. Nice. It's doable, guys. All right. King Faz 2007 for Okash SDK. You've been talking about the Okash SDK. Have you tried building a similar private payment link yourself yet? And how was it?
What do you mean by private payment link yourself? I don't quite get the question. Yeah.
I think they're asking you if you've built something, if you've built your own product on the Okash SDK.
We've tried something, not my own product, but it's still belong to the company. They try to integrate different crypto wallets, and that's a successful integration, I would say.
Very cool. Nice. Thanks for that update. Dira H, since the Okash SDK is now available for businesses, could a traditional bank use it to build a privacy as a feature credit card that hides merchant names but remains fully tax compliant?
Yeah, banks should be able to do that.
Okay, nice. Vahan 18, could private AI marketplaces emerge where both models and data sets are shielded, yet transactions remain verifiable?
I think there is still a gap. It's not where Okash can solely complete. It's a very big project, I would say. AI marketplace. It's very big. Okash should be part of it, but it's like, I would say, if only Okash, then it's the whole project maybe it's 10% complete. Most of the work is how to deal with the model and data sets.
Nice.
Yeah.
And your Funkel asked, which non-crypto industry do you think will adopt privacy-preserving payments first, and why?
AI industry maybe.
Yeah.
Because AI, these developers, they generally don't want to touch with banks because the API is so close.
Yeah.
And you will see that, for example, Open Router, they accept crypto payments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already accept it, right?
Yeah, they accept that.
Yeah. That makes sense. And emerging markets, I think, is so much, further ahead. Like in Mexico, I was reading you can buy real estate with crypto. In El Salvador, like,
Mm-hmm.
countries that have like currency that's heavily inflated or devalued seem like they're much further ahead. Yeah, such more further ahead, but I think it's coming globally given all the uncertainty in the world, actually. All right, we'll just do one more. We'll just do one more for today. I know we're both busy. For Merlin 4000, Okash is moving towards AI-driven financial systems. What real-world scenarios do you envision where autonomous agents will use Okash for payments?
A lot of them. So as you can see, autonomous agents right now they're trying to, for example, buy stocks and trying to trade on the prediction market. All of these different scenarios, people making money from that. Well, they can use Okash for private payments.
That's awesome, man. No, I love it. All right, TC. Well, thank you so much for your thank you so much for your time today. That was short and sweet, but I think we got out some great content. And have a great weekend, man. And I'll see you back here next Friday.
See you then.
Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.